pero ¿qué tal si te compro para llevarte conmigo? Te llevo lejos. Oh my goodness. Ed Valdez Agüero con usted, amigos, with that great classic by Cornelio Reina, Ramón Ayala, Los Relámpagos. A classic from the 60s. Yeah, back then when groups used to wear suits, white shirts, skinny ties. Classic. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Ed Valdez Agüero con usted de nuevo. Ojalá que se me encuentren en muy buena salud. Dios quiera que los tenga bien, pero también que estén bailando y disfrutando de este ritmo de la vida. Yes. Now, we've been hanging around, hablando with some of our music friends. Tuvimos la oportunidad de hablar con Pío Treviño, Tony Guerrero de La Sombra, and hopefully Tony se encuentre en buena salud. I'm hoping everything turned out bien. And también hablamos con Jordán Rodríguez del grupo Asalto from Snyder. Now, they went on una gira por allá en Wisconsin. And también con Hugo Guerrero and Jorge Alejandro. It was good to see them. And so we've got stuff coming up, y ojalá más para ustedes. And we've also heard from some of you. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so very much. And that great question, ¿dónde estaban? Well, we'll be explaining that. Pero we want to hear more from you. And how do you do that? How you drop us a word? Well, Instagram at text.mex.acordeones. Not accordion, acordeones. Text.mex.acordeones. And we welcome your palabras. Now, getting back to the classics, this man we're going to present is a classic. I don't know if you remember Los Pavos Reales, but he was a member of Los Pavos Reales. They were a staple, trendsetters. They had an iconic sound and making Conjunto and Tejano history. And I'll tell you why. Because if you remember, in our history, tuvimos unas guerras, and some of our guys had to go off to war. They came back. They got back to work. Some of them got back to their music. And making this music, well, they started adding a little bit of the other musical influences. A little bit of jazz, a little bit of rock, maybe a little bit of psychedelic. Yeah. And doing so, that's where Los Pavos Reales having to do with some of that. Now, what made this man keep on was his great love of music, the great love of the music he had made before. Now, he's been around over 5 decades. So that love of music, that love of culture, that love of the audience, that love of the fans, and we got to say thank you guys, because you came back to your work, you came back to your music. And talking about that classic, here is the legendary on Tex-Mex Acordeones, uno de nuestros maestros, Eddie Lalo Torres. Ponle, maestro.